Welcome to Georgia, the Peach State, a land where history, culture, and nature come together in perfect harmony. Whether you're drawn to its rich past, stunning landscapes, or modern innovations, Georgia has something for everyone. Join me as we uncover the incredible story of this fascinating state, one detail at a time. Let's rewind to 1733. This is where Georgia's story begins, on the banks of the Savannah River. British General James Oglethorpe founded the colony with a vision of creating a refuge for those struggling under debt in England. It was the last of the original 13 colonies, but it quickly made its mark. Oglethorpe's success was due in part to the friendship and diplomacy he established with Chief Tomochichi of the Yamakra tribe. Their cooperation allowed the settlement of Savannah to thrive. In fact, Savannah was one of the first planned cities in America, with a grid-like layout and beautiful public squares that remain iconic today. Fast forward a few decades, and Georgia found itself in the midst of revolution. As the youngest colony, it was hesitant at first, but eventually joined the fight for independence. The Siege of Savannah in 1779 was one of the bloodiest battles of the Revolutionary War. Although the British retained control of the city, the bravery of American and international forces left a lasting impression. Today, you can explore this history firsthand at sites like the Savannah History Museum and Fort Morris Historic Site. After independence, Georgia became a major agricultural powerhouse. Cotton was king, and plantation life shaped much of the state's economy. However, this prosperity came at a terrible cost, as slavery became deeply entrenched in the region's fabric. By the mid-1800s, Georgia was one of the wealthiest states in the South. When the Civil War erupted, Georgia played a critical role as a Confederate stronghold. Atlanta, in particular, was a key hub for supplies and railroads, but this also made it a target. Union General William Tecumseh Sherman's march to the sea in 1864 devastated Georgia, leaving a path of destruction from Atlanta to Savannah. Today, visitors can explore sites like the Atlanta History Center and the Andersonville National Historic Site to learn more about this tumultuous period. After the war, Georgia entered a challenging period of Reconstruction. Cities like Atlanta rose from the ashes and quickly became centers of commerce and industry. Meanwhile, newly freed African Americans began making strides in politics and education, laying the groundwork for future civil rights movements. In the 20th century, Georgia became a beacon of hope and change during the Civil Rights Movement. Atlanta was home to Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., whose leadership inspired a nation. His work, alongside countless others, led to significant progress toward racial equality. Visitors can walk in Dr. King's footsteps by exploring his childhood home, the historic Ebenezer Baptist Church, and the King Center, where his legacy continues to inspire. Today, Georgia is a thriving state with a population of over 10 million. Atlanta, its capital, is a global city known for its innovation and influence. It's home to Fortune 500 companies, world-class museums, and the busiest airport on the planet. But there's more to Georgia than Atlanta. Savannah enchants visitors with its historic charm, Athens is a hub for music and arts, and Dahlonega invites you to explore the site of America's first gold rush. Georgia's landscapes are as diverse as they come. Hike the trails of the Blue Ridge Mountains for panoramic views, marvel at the massive granite dome of Stone Mountain, or kayak through the mysterious and beautiful Okefenokee swamp, home to an incredible variety of wildlife. And don't forget the coast. The Golden Isles, including St. Simon's Island and Jekyll Island, offer pristine beaches, historic landmarks, and an escape into nature. Did you know Georgia is a Hollywood hotspot? Thanks to generous tax incentives, the state has become one of the top filming locations in the world. Blockbuster movies like Avengers Endgame and TV shows like Stranger Things were filmed right here. Georgia's cultural impact doesn't stop there. It's the birthplace of legendary musicians like Ray Charles and Otis Redding, and the Athens music scene gave rise to iconic bands like REM and the B-52s. Georgia loves to celebrate. From the Georgia Peach Festival to the Atlanta Jazz Festival, there's always something happening. And if you're a sports fan, cheer for the Atlanta Braves, Falcons, or Bulldogs. Georgia takes its sports seriously. Last but not least, let's talk about food. Georgia's culinary scene is legendary. Indulge in southern classics like fried chicken and biscuits, savor a slice of peach cobbler, and wash it all down with a glass of sweet tea. Georgia isn't just a state, it's a story of resilience, beauty, and boundless opportunity. Whether you're exploring its historic streets, climbing its mountain trails, or simply enjoying its famous southern hospitality, Georgia is a place that stays with you. So what are you waiting for? Come discover the Peach State.